right, so for everybody out there in TV land who bothers to listen to this recording, I have a quick overview of a low-cost and efficient way to power an RV or a small boat or a sailboat. And for those that are really vigorous about off-grid living, all across the United States and Canada and Mexico and globally, so on and so forth, there actually is a strategy that one can deploy of basically all green processes and efficient modes of behavior sets that only the rugged, one could say, and the acclimated to the industry and the penny pinchers out there would be willing to accept. In other words, I think it was Hank Paulson of Goldman Sachs who said it best not too long ago. Um, Also, I think it was former Treasury Secretary of the United States of America. During the 1950s, his father actually used some sort of off-grid living system during the potential nuclear threat from, I think it was at the time it was from Cuba or from Russia or from China or one of those countries, and may recently, not too dissimilar from recent behaviors among the whatever they call themselves nowadays, the Lebanese terrorists or the Hamas or as the United States would deem it, so on and so forth. I'm not of that ilk, but some people are, so this is not really about that at any level, but just depending on your motivations and so on and so forth. A couple of quick recommendations. So the one of the ideal ways to basically reduce your energy usage is to eliminate that sound, one could say, from your everyday lifestyle um, by reducing gasoline consumption. In other words, I'm actually pro oil and gas industry, believe it or not. But from a community standpoint, from a global security standpoint, so on and so forth, but from an individualistic standpoint, I see the value of behavior sets that revolve around green living. So there's a site out there. I'm not affiliated with this site at any level, but I actually haven't even had a chance to buy any solar panels to make an accurate recommendation. If you end up buying solar panels from this site, let me know if they're deemed worthy. My guess is they are, but you never know nowadays. It's called sandsolar.com. They sell a variety of mixed and used solar panels, including some from Canada. Um, at an extremely low cost. So, for an example, if you pick up a few brand new solar panels off of Amazon or even some used solar panels off eBay, you'll probably pay an extra 20 to 30%, just depending. Um, for the most part, they've done some level of pre-vetting, as it seems, on their panel deployment and the selling on their site. So, for a quick example, for a 5,000 watt system to power one could say the recommended amount of wattage to power a house, a 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom average house with average usage, small family, it's $500 to $700. So to give you an idea, for one or two people or whatever, the picking up two or three solar panels for 900 or 1,000 watts of solar usage for let's say $150 to $200. That covers the solar panel cost, and then you'd probably want to buy some deep. My recommendation is some the deep cell marine batteries. They're designed for boats basically and RVs, but they're deep cycle, and so what that means, they recharge and they carry a charge longer. But at the same time, if you're extremely cost efficient, picking up some other types of batteries that are used or whatever at an old battery shop or a car lot or something like that, um, and you can recharge those batteries using the solar. It's really easy to configure. If it's your first time, it's a little bit can get a little bit overwhelming to figure out the exact, depending on your personality type, to figure out the exact usage, so on and so forth. And that typically will cover the simplicity of things, like an electric stove, maybe power a small refrigerator at times, a couple of lights, and a couple of, laptop or two, and a couple You see what I mean? The simple things. This type of so in other words, you can deploy a small solar off-grid system for less than like $300 and $350. You can once you install that on your roof, or you can use strong Velcro if you want to just give it a test try, or drill it in to your home and have a quick deployment of and essentially off-grid at an extremely low cost. So that's my recommendation. For those looking for savings, obviously, on their existing natural gas bill, if you like to use baking items or whatever, and if you don't deploy an electric stove and you use gas, I mean, there's discounts on natural gas and also on your electricity usage to transition from a different supplier. Sometimes it's at a lower cost. Sometimes it's just a completely green company that sources more green alternative methods to power the electrical grid, one could say. So yeah, feel free to check that out. I'm going to put a link on the site, and feel free to peruse, type in your zip code, see if there's some discounts there for you, um, and best of success with your energy consumption. Until next time, over now.